You are listening to the B.I.G. Show with your hosts, Calvin and Garland. The B.I.G. Show is a weekly breakdown of the sports world from a fan's perspective. Here are your hosts, Calvin and Garland.
It is the big show.
Yeah, y'all, 4 weeks in a row.
4 weeks in a row. We ain't gonna say nothing, just 4 weeks in a row. We're a little early. We wanted to start at 7, but we got a draft going on. So, we couldn't be starting and the draft going on because some people pick early. I'm Calvin. I picked late. That guy right there is Garland. He always seemed to pick early.
Yeah, hopefully it means something for me this year. And hopefully in these two leagues in the guillotine, I got cut in the first week. So hopefully that won't happen this year. I'll last a couple weeks. And for the All Things Black League, I'm picking third today. So I'm going to get a top pick. I'm looking at either Jamar Chase, Bijan Robinson, Justin Jefferson, or Saquon Barkley. So I'm going to be starting off with a high fantasy point person. So I'm not mad at it.
Anyway, and I'm picking like 11th out of 16, so it's whatever. You can find us, or we're live on YouTube right now. So we actually told our draft partners, our draft friends in the league, to check us out because we might talk about your pick. We're live on YouTube right now. You can find us on all the podcast platforms. And when I drop this, you'll be able to see our beautiful mugs on Spotify.
Auto pick. Somebody's going to be auto picking.
Of course, there's going to be a lot. The thing about this the ESPN platform, I think ESPN give you 1, maybe 2 times to not pick, and then they automatically throw you on auto pick. So, not like Guillotine yesterday. That shit lets you sit a minute all night long.
I'm gonna tell y'all gonna hear this dun 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 in the background, and so
you ain't cut your sound off.
Because I want to know when I'm picking.
I'm just looking.
I just turned off my sound.
I got my iPad over here. I got my phone up here. I got my notes over here. So I'm ready to go. I'm ready to roll.
I just turned off my sound, so I'm ready.
And the Orioles are still 7-5. It was the 8th inning. It's now the bottom of the 9th inning.
They don't know what they want to do with themselves, but it's going to be a nice weekend for the Dodgers. It's going to be packed with Dodgers fans and all. I think it was 2 years ago when the Dodgers came. We went to one of the games and all, and so get to see Ohtani. So it's going to be very packed down at the yard for the weekend.
And Saturday they having the Cal Ripken, the 21-31 game tribute.
So that'll be. It's gonna be packed.
Saturday. It's gonna be packed. Saturday.
It's gonna be
that packed. along with it's the cycling classic.
It's gonna be tough. So, but you know what? The baseball game's not until 7:05. So cycling.
Yeah, but cycling classic is Friday. They shut that down. They shut them streets down Friday to Sunday. So it's gonna be a mess.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm staying away from downtown. I don't have no business being downtown this week.
I was downtown today. There was a building fire downtown, a block away from my office.
I saw that.
And so yesterday they had Fayette cut off at Charles. So it was easy to get out the garage and everything. But today they had Fayette cut off at Liberty. So that meant all the traffic that was coming up to Fayette had to divert to Liberty and make a left. And so it took a little while to get out the garage and all. I was kind of like, I might miss the draft. I might miss the broadcast, but I made it on time. So I'm not mad.
Look at God.
Look at God. Look at God. Look at Jeebus. Man, let's go ahead and jump into this, man. We're going to finish up with our predictions. We kind of, the preview football show we did. We kind of rested after naming our division winners and our wild card teams. And so we're going to pick NFC and AFC champs. And then we're going to make our Super Bowl prediction. It's the return of Pigskin Pick'em. I know this is something everybody loves. We're going to be going through week 1 games and making our own picks on that game. In addition, we're going to talk a little Micah Parsons. We're going to talk a little Chapel Bill. But let's start off, man. College football kicked it off. And Calvin, man, if you love football, you should be in football heaven because then for the rest of the year, it's going to be football every weekend, every Sunday, every Saturday, all the way through the end of the year and the holidays. And so college football kicked off the season on Saturday. And Saturday, we witnessed the debut of a third generation Manning, an early season Heisman Trophy hopeful, quarterback Arch Manning, for the then ranked number one Texas Longhorns versus defending national champs and then ranked number five Ohio State Buckeyes. Manning, he severely underperformed, going 17 for 30 for 170 yards, one touchdown, one pick, and a 14-7 loss. Manning was nervous and inaccurate for lost portions of Saturday's affair. And when he had time to look for an open receiver, none came open. Um, I kind of came up with a new name for Arch Manning, and I'm going to call him White Bronny. And so I was thinking of White Shador, but I'm like, no, Shador was actually pretty decent and at Colorado, and his debut was decent at Jackson State as well. And so we're gonna go with White Bronny on this one. But what are your thoughts on Manning's performance? And was he overhyped because of his name?
I think it's game one. I think he played against the defending champions. I think he will have
He's
other
played one more.
opportunities,
He's played more than one game in his career, though.
but this is game one in this season with all the pressure being on him.
I'll be at.
Um, I
Mm-hmm.
will, I will, I will give him a couple more games. Now, it wasn't a good start. It wasn't a good look. A lot of times when you get hyped like that, doesn't work out well. Hence Jackson Holiday. Remember when Jackson Holiday came up first
Yikes!
time last year?
Yikes!
Hey, he came up. They had t-shirts out for him and everything.
I got
Last
one.
minute t-shirt. He struck out like four times that his first game, then quickly went back down in like a game or two. But he's doing well now, so I'll give the
He's
boy.
doing
I mean,
well.
yeah, Jackson's not doing bad. He's doing well.
Did he get a hit today? Because he's been on like a 15 game hitless streak.
He's might be slumping, but the whole team is slumping. He's doing well. Actually, they are. If they win today, that'll be three in a row. They'll have
Yeah,
swept
yeah.
the Padre.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Anyway, yeah, we're on the football, so yeah, go ahead.
you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
But I think we need to give Arch a little bit of grace, give him a chance. You know what I mean? Now with that being said, we're gonna start looking at him with a more discerning eye. You know what I mean? We just not gonna assume he's gonna be good. So he's gonna be really under a microscope now because I believe the next two games are against non-contenders,
Yeah,
which he should win, but he has to play well in the win because they will break you down if you don't play well in the win. So
yeah. I thought that I saw him a couple times last year in a couple games that he played. I thought he was okay. I mean, I think and Bomani Jones raised this, and a couple other people raised this as well. I mean, in the 2 years he's been there in Texas, he didn't beat out Quinn Ewers. And so this was, I think, because of his last name and because of the hype, there was this whole thing of he's a Manning, he's a Manning, he's a Manning. And the expectations were high. I know I tuned into the game and I was really like, wow, this guy, he can't hit short passes, he can't hit sidelines out, he can't hit the curls. He was having a difficult time. A lot of people attributed to Matt Patricia, who's the defensive
we're not going to give
coordinator.
Ohio State
Yeah,
any credit.
I'm giving Ohio State credit right now. I said Matt Patricia, who's defensive coordinator for Ohio State. They said, he really set a good defense, and they got a couple All-Americans back at defensive back. And so, yeah, it was a rough start for a year where you came in as the presumptive number one. Everybody's talking about, this
Heisman
draft class,
Trophy.
yeah, not only Heisman Trophy, but draft. People talking about people are angling for the Arch Manning draft, and I think they might want to slow down and take another look, give him a couple games. I agree with you, but it was not a great showing. Hopefully, his coach, they said, the coach really didn't put him in a great position. I would have liked to see him use his legs more. They say that he can run like the grandfather, like his namesake, but you didn't see him do a lot of read option takeoffs. He really was trying to throw it, and they say he looked like Uncle Rico back there throwing sidearm and all this. So hopefully he picks up in the next game. But he's got something to build on. But Now on to Chapel Bill in Chapel Hill on Monday with the sellout crowd that included Michael Jordan, Lawrence Taylor, Roy Williams, Mia Hamm. I don't know why Randy Moss was there. Randy Moss got put out of 3 colleges. He went to Marshall, but he there because he played for
He
Belichick, of
played
course.
for Bill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he played for Bill and Belichick's girlfriend. They were eager to get their first glimpse of the new era of North
The new
Carolina.
Jordan.
The new
The new Carolina
Yeah, the
Jordan.
new Carolina, the new era of UNC football under the tutelage of one of the game's all-time greats. Hey, but the Tar Heels, they were embarrassed with TCU rolling to a 48-14 win. And now Belichick, we do have to recognize that he made a complete turnover of the roster. He came in and did a Dion like Dion did his first year at Colorado. He added 70 new players from the transfer portal to the team. So it was a complete turnover of the team. They have Mike Lombardi, who's a former NFL GM. He's the quote unquote GM of the program. Belichick's his son Steve is the defensive coordinator. His other son is a defensive assistant. They had Hitchens. Is it Randy Hitchens? I'm trying to remember his name. He used to coach the Cleveland Browns when Baker was there. Hitchens is the offensive coordinator. So, you got a pro influence there. And that first drop, they looked pretty good. I mean, it was well scripted. They came right down the field and scored. I was like, okay, this about to be something. Draft about to start in 14 seconds. And then TCU curb stomping for the rest of the game. And so, will this team win 5 games this season to make it to a bowl game?
Bruh, so if you remember when he first took that job, we talked about it. I was like, his name is going to bring some players in there. And, they might, if they're in the ACC, they're not going to win, but they might get about, 6 or 7 wins. Bro, was I
You
wrong?
said 6, right?
The difference between Belichick's Carolina Tar Heels and Arch Manning's Texas Longhorns is that Texas played Ohio State. TCU is the welcoming committee. They are the homecoming opponent that you normally play. Ask Dion. I mean, although TCU felt disrespected, I heard that in a couple of
Yeah.
podcasts.
Yeah, and
No,
they trolled
man,
them on social
they look,
media.
yeah, they looked horrible. They looked horrible. Now, I don't know if it's the players. I don't know what Bill was thinking. He also had a lot of outside influence, but what can be real? Two things can be true at the same time. He can be a good coach, but when you has he done since no Tom Brady?
Not that well.
Even in the NFL, he hasn't had the players and they didn't do well. So I'm not as optimistic for him as I am for Arch Manning.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for him, and even in a weak ACC. I mean, it's not a lot of great teams there, football teams. I mean, Clemson and Florida State. Maybe I know Florida State had the big upset of Alabama on Saturday, but in terms of I guess he's lucky he's not in the Big Ten or the SEC. And so, we'll see if they win 5 games and make a bowl. Maybe they'll make the mayonnaise bowl, like your boy did, your twin did for University of Maryland. We'll see.
Who by the way won in a big fashion?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, against Florida Atlantic. Yeah, let's see. Now I want that to translate to Michigan. I want that to translate to Ohio State, to Indiana. Start beating some of these Big Ten teams. I want you to keep your job, big fella. So let's see what you're gonna do. And not to brag, I did take Saquon Barkley with my first pick. And so as a matter of fact, you should be on the clock next. Right now, the person before you, Insane Genius, is on the clock.
Oh yeah, I got a couple. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got a couple ways I can go here.
Yeah.
'Cause y'all be drafting real weird to me.
Yeah, people they got their favorites. Some people are going, they reaching down like best person I think you should pick. But hey, you go with what you want. So who you taking right now with your pick, sir?
All right, so I got Puka or Monra. It's a lot of mouths to feed in Detroit, so we definitely taking Puka Nakua.
All right, there we go, Puka. All right, man. So let's go to the NFL, as a matter of fact, and talk a little bit about Michael Parsons. After being unable to come to terms on a contract extension and a trade demand, the Cowboys traded its best player, defensive end Michael Parsons, to the Green Bay Packers last Thursday. The Packers sent Dallas their first round picks for the 26 and 27 seasons, along with three-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle, somebody I ain't never heard of, Kenny Clark, for the services of Parsons. Parsons agreed promptly to a 4-year, $188 million contract with the Packers that includes $120 million of that fully guaranteed at signing and a $136 million in total guarantees, making him the highest paid non quarterback in NFL history. Parsons and Hall of Famer Reggie White are the only players in NFL history to record at least 12 sacks in each of their first seasons. Parsons' 52.5 sacks are the fifth most in a player's first four seasons. And so let's go ahead and break it down, man. Who won this trade, Dallas or Green Bay?
I'm gonna be honest with you. With the kind of money that they just had to pay Micah Parsons, I'm tempted to say Dallas won this trade.
Mm, mm.
They got the draft picks. They got a linebacker that's actually a top tier linebacker. Um, they don't have to put that big money into Micah Parsons when you got Dak with big money, you got CD Lamb with big money, you got Pickens that may be coming around, and you need to get a running back. It remains to be seen. In the immediate impact, we're all going to think Green Bay. And now, if Micah doesn't play this first game, we won't really know until the second game. But I think Dallas won this trade.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Now, I heard Jerry say this, and he compared it to the Herschel Walker trade. This is another big trade that happened in Cowboys history when they traded Herschel Walker to the Minnesota Vikings. And this year, it was in 1989. They traded him, and Dallas got four players. They got Minnesota's first round pick in 90, 91, and 92. They got their second round pick in 90 and 91 and 92. And they got Minnesota's sixth round pick in 1990. And they got their third round pick in 1992. All right. And Darren Nelson was part of that trade. He was traded to, I'm on the clock. I'm sorry. Give me a second, sir. Ooh, I like this. Best player, T. Higgins. All right. And
T.
so
Higgins,
T. Higgins.
that bum.
T. Higgins. Thank you. And so when I compare that to what Dallas got back, Dallas only got two first round picks, where they're going to be low first round picks because this is a playoff team. So they're going to be picked somewhere between 25 and 32.
I thought you were on
And
the clock now, sir.
oh, no, I can't because I just picked T. Higgins.
Yeah, but we in the round three now.
Oh, okay. I know who I got. I just got him. Kyron Williams.
You lucky I said something. I shouldn't
Thank
have
you,
said
sir. Because
it. Shit, your
my
clock was
sound's low.
going down.
My sound's low. So
I heard it.
you heard it, but yeah, I didn't hear it because I'm running my mouth. And so I'm back. So I'm on the clock again in 25 minutes. All right. And so I think Green Bay, although they're paying a lot of money, they got the best young defensive lineman in the league. They really didn't have to give up a whole lot to get him. When you compare it to that Herschel Walker trade, they really didn't give anything. You gave up a guy, a three-time Pro Bowler. You know how I feel about the Pro Bowl. That's is all it is just battle of the network stars with the Pro Bowl players. Anybody, everybody makes a Pro Bowl. Anytime that Snoop Huntley made the Pro Bowl, making the Pro Bowl doesn't mean anything. And so this guy is not. I mean, he's not the second coming of Reggie White. He's not the second coming of what's my guy that played with the Rams? He retired. He's not the second coming of him. And so they got a guy, just a guy, and they got two late first round picks. And Dallas hasn't necessarily shown themselves very good at the draft. And so we'll see how it pays out for them. But I definitely think this was a win for the Packers. I think it was a win for Parsons. I mean, he goes and he gets more money than what Dallas actually what they're saying was on the table for him. He's the highest player in the league, and he's going to a playoff bound team. This is a team that made the playoffs last year. They're coming back pretty much intact, and he should do pretty well up there. Now,
If
does this? I'm
if he
sorry. Go ahead.
remains healthy, he got that back thing going on. So if he remains
Yeah, he'd be all
healthy,
right. As Lefty said, get some of them girls, some geisha girls, to rub on his back. And Lefty Drizel said years ago. Um, Now, does this automatically make the Packers NFC contenders to the Eagles? Because most people have the Eagles as a class of the as a top tier team in the NFC, as pretty much their consensus that most people are picking to win the NFC. Does this put the Packers right up there above the Lions? Because usually the Lions are like maybe a level below that.
well, I had I had the Packers winning that division
You
anyway.
did. As a matter of
So
fact, I'm looking at that.
yeah,
You
I had
did
the
have the
Packers
Packers.
division anyway. So for me, yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes. Okay. I had the Packers as the wild card. I definitely. I'm not going to change, but I do think the Lions should be on notice that this is pretty much putting them in a space where they've got to do something, and it's just not going to be a give me. Well, I see most teams went to auto. I'm gonna make one more pick, and then I'm gonna go to auto. So
Oh,
give
y'all
me a
go right
second.
ahead. That's why y'all be losing. I picked down. I picked down to the nub.
That boy, he's smoking to the filter, y'all. Let
I,
The Newport gone, and he's
I
still smoking on the Newport.
I picked down until Randy Watson is on the clock.
You know
Section
what?
chop.
Where we at? Okay, no, that's not overdrafting. I'm gonna go ahead and take my man Baker Mayfield. Then I'm gonna
Baker
go.
Mayfield.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield. He's right in that area where he was drafting. I'm trying to think. How can I go auto? Oh, okay, I see it. Auto pick for a little bit.
It's
All
a
right.
whole bunch of y'all on auto pick.
Yeah.
Make the draft faster for me.
That's why I'm happy right now. Baker Mayfield, Saquon Barkley, Kyron Williams, and T. Higgins. I'm not mad with that lineup.
I mean, it's all right.
All right, man. So
Who's your next auto pick? You went
let's
so
see who they
fast.
picked for me. Yeah, I know. Uh let's see. It had Jameson, Romo Dunze. Oh, you know what? I need a tight end. And I see a good one. Let's go ahead and come off auto pick real quick just for
Oh,
a
you're
second.
not gonna get the tight end if it's a good one. You're not gonna get him before I get him because I'm
What?
coming up. I'm coming up.
Oh, I'm in 23 picks. I thought I was next. I go ahead and disable. But anyway, nonetheless. And so let's go ahead, man, and jump into our predictions. Let's talk about the NFC. Calvin, his division winners are Eagles, Packers, Tampa, and Niners. His wild card teams are the Commanders, Lions, and Rams. Excuse me. For myself, I took the Eagles, Lions, Tampa, Niners. My wild card: Commanders, Packers, Cardinals. Who's your NFC champ?
So I'm gonna go with the depending on how they fall. I'm gonna go with the Eagles and the Commanders being in the NFC Championship game.
Okay. And who wins that game?
The Eagles. I got the Eagles coming out the NFC.
Okay. You know what? I know we've been hype on the Eagles, and to me, it's tough to repeat. Um, I think it's going to be tough for them to get back to where they need to be. And I'm gonna go ahead and jump out there with the pick, man, because they made the big trade. I'm gonna go ahead with the Packers.
Oh, okay, okay. You got my North winner
Yes,
and your wild card team coming out going to the Super Bowl.
I do. I
I
do.
see you.
I'm gonna
I
go ahead
see
and go
you.
with the Pack.
I see you, big boy. Let me. Who am I gonna take? I guess I gotta take.
That's right. You on the clock? Who you take?
I just took Mark Andrews. He scares me, but it's a 6th round pick. I think that's good value for him. The 6th round.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's real good. I mean, come on, man. We need to stop treating Mark
We
Andrews that
do,
way.
we do. His last game, and we got to remember he was leading the league in touchdowns, the tight ends in touchdown. Wait a minute, he was leading the league in touchdown
Yes.
reception until until the playoffs. After a slow start, by the way,
Yes.
he had a slow start to the season. So you're right, we gotta
Yeah,
stop treating.
let's stop treating that brother like that. All right, let's go into the AFC. Calvin's division winners are the Bills, Ravens, Texans, and Chiefs. His wild card is the Broncos, Chargers, and Bengals. I'm on auto pick. Oh, they took the guy I wanted. All right, fantastic. Tyler Warren. He looks pretty good. He looked good in the preseason. Let's see. I'll let them pick that one. All right, and so Bills, Ravens, Texans, Chiefs. Your wild card: Broncos, Chargers, Bengals. So who's your AFC champion? I know who it is, but go ahead.
Well,
That's
let
you.
me give you. I'll give you Bills Ravens going back. They're
Okay.
both knocking off the Chiefs, and they're going to be the AFC championship game. And then of course I got my Ravens taking it from there.
Okay. All right, and so I got Packers versus Ravens. My division winners were Bills, Ravens, Texans, Chiefs, just like yours. My wild card was Bengals, Steelers, Chargers. I do think the Ravens come out as the AFC representative in this. I just think offensively they're very good. They made a lot of upgrades defensively where they needed to make the upgrades at. Um, there was a lot of problems in that defensive backfield. They went out and got the rookie Malaki Starks. He's looking good. You're going into the second year with your first round pick last year at cornerback. You got Marlon in the slot. You're able to do a lot of different things. Excuse me. You went out and got Jair Alexander, who should be pretty good for you. I think they're just very strong in an area where they were not particularly strong last year. And I want to see what Mike Green does with the rush. That's going to really be the key. It's Odafe. He's in a contract year. He's going to need to step up. You got Ojabo as well. He's in a contract year. And so some guys are on some show improved type of situations, and they're playing for their next contract. And I think this is a good thing for the Ravens. Just offensively, they're going to perform. In the slot, they got DeAndre Hopkins, which I think is a definite upgrade from the slot last year. And so they really thick at receiver as well. They got enough to spread around, and I think they're going to do it. And so I know we're both picking the Ravens to be champions. And so we'll see what happens at the end of the season. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and make sure I mark this that we are Raven pickers and all. Any other thoughts about the season?
Aaron Rodgers is going to get Mike Tomlin fired.
Whoa, buddy. Whoa. I mean, uh, Antonio Brown wasn't able to get Mike fired. George Pickens wasn't able to get Mike fired. He's had some other crazies on that team, but ayahuasca, Aaron, he's going to do enough to get this man fired.
He absolutely is.
Wow.
He absolutely
I
is.
got them making you don't even have them as wild card. I definitely, it's Mike Tomlin. They're going to make the playoffs.
Okay.
They're going to make the playoffs.
Okay.
All right. All right.
I don't
Hey,
think so.
as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and jump right to the pick 'em, because we got some great first week coming up, some great games, and we want to see what happens with this. And so let's go ahead into our pick 'em. Now, let's start with the Thursday night game tomorrow night. The Cowboys minus Michael Parsons. They open up on the road with the world champion Eagles at home. They probably going to be getting their rings. It's going to be a big ceremony. It's going to be a big to do up in Philly. Cheesesteaks everywhere. Angelo's, all the prime spots. Iskabibbles, all the good spots. Not
It's
Pat's. Yeah, not Pat's. They're gonna have all the good spots there. And so Eagles starting off at home. How they gonna start off the season? Is Cowboys gonna have an upset? Or are you taking the Eagles?
I'm going Dallas. How about them Cowboys? I got Dallas.
Wow.
I got Dallas in the upset. I got Dallas in the upset. I think the Eagles are probably thinking this is going to be a cakewalk. I got Dallas in the upset over the Eagles.
He's starting off bold, y'all. He's starting off with an upset. All right, Calvin, I see you there, son. I'm gonna go with the Eagles. Of course, I'm just gonna go with it's tried and true. Philadelphia in Philadelphia, coming off of that emotional Super Bowl, Saquon jumping over people. Your best pass rusher is gone. Yeah, I know they're going to have a lot to prove, and Philly's going to have to show up defensively to stop Dak. Let's not forget, Dak is a top 10 quarterback. He has a top 5, top 10 receiver in CD Lamb. They have a
They
very good
got
tight
another
end.
one that could be got a good tight end.
Yeah,
Don't have much of a running game.
don't have much
The
of a running
defense
game.
defense isn't that good, so it might be high scoring.
Right, right. And so it's going to be a good game, and we're going to see what happens. But I'm going to take the Eagles on this. And so next game is a Friday game. That's going to be in Brazil. You got the Chiefs versus the Chargers. The Chiefs are the away team. The Chargers are the home team. It doesn't really make a difference because they're playing in the country they both are not from. And so who are you taking in this game? Chiefs, Chargers.
Man, I hate to pick against the guy. Oof. But I got the Chiefs losing. I'm taking the Chargers.
Oh, two upsets in a row.
Two
Okay.
upsets.
Two upsets in a
That's
row
how
to start
we're
off the
starting off
season.
the season.
Wow. Okay. I guess I
And
admit.
y'all let Jerome Ford, running back, a starting running back for Cleveland, fall all the way down to the 10th round. Listen, volume, people, when you're doing fantasy football, unlike guillotine football, it's all about volume. How many carries is he going to get? He's the starting running back. They got to run the ball. They're going to have to run the ball. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You sure?
What are you saying?
You sure you sorry? You seem pretty jizzed about this now. You sure now?
I'm trying to tell y'all, man.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. In the words of Denzel. All right. All right. I'm going to go with the favorites, man. I'm going to go with the Chiefs, the Chefs. I think the Chefs are going to go ahead and win this. Start off today on a mission as well. All I've seen in the little documentary of your man Pat Mahomes is he talking real slow and low. He got a lineup. It looked like he got a little Beijing up in the hand. He really like, yeah,
He's starting to feel his black side.
yeah, he's starting to feel his black
Been
side. Kelsey, he's engaged to Taylor Swift, so the Swifty energy is there. I think because they got blown out in the Super Bowl, we kind of like, they done. I don't think they're done, and so we'll see what happens when they come back. They are going to miss Rice for these first 6 games, but we'll see what happens. All right, so let's go to the Sunday slate of games.
Here we
Bucks,
go.
yeah, Bucks visiting Atlanta to play the Falcons.
First of all, let me write down these Cowboys and these Chargers.
Yeah,
Now,
please
what's
write
my
them down
first
because
game?
I don't want any disputes. All right, so you pick this is Sunday slate of games. So Bucks, they're in Atlanta, place to play the Falcons.
Whew. I'm taking the Falcons.
All right,
Another semi upset there.
All right, you on upset special. I'm going to take the Bucks. Bengals, they're in Cleveland, facing the Browns. This is the return of Joe Flacco to Cleveland. Bengals, they're on a mission. They've missed the playoffs the last 2 seasons. They were able to sign their pass rusher, TJ Hendrickson. So what they going to do?
I'm taking the Bengals. I'm not
All right.
It's not it.
Yeah, you ain't
I'm
gonna
not
play with.
that-
How
I'm
come
going
you ain't
that
taking the upset, especially with this game?
I ain't going that far.
Where your upset spirit at?
Not the Browns.
You got all these upsets, but when you get to the Browns, you go ahead and pick your favorite.
I told you, I looked at their schedule. I don't even know if they're going to win 3 games.
You're a wild boy. All right. The Dolphins, they go up to Indianapolis to play the Colts.
Taking the Dolphins.
I'm taking the Dolphins as well.
Unless Tua trips over a tissue and
Right.
hurts himself, then I'm coming back and changing the pick.
Yeah, so it's the Daniel Jones era in Indianapolis starting on Sunday. The Las Vegas Raiders, they head up to New England. So West Coast team coming east to play the
Yeah,
Patriots.
taking New England just because of that.
All right, Patriots. Taking the Patriots as well, just for that reason. Steelers, it's going to be a big game. They head up to New York to play the Jets. This is a return of Ayahuasca Aaron to MetLife Stadium. Did not work out for him for the last several years. Jets, they have a new head coach, Aaron Glenn.
This is going to be a revenge game for somebody. It's either going to be a revenge for Justin Fields or revenge for Aaron Rodgers. Oof.
I forgot about Justin Fields, yes.
Something about that Steelers mystique. Even though I think he's going to get him fired, I'm taking Pittsburgh.
All right. I'm taking Pittsburgh as well. Mike
I'm
Tomlin in the
taking
openers.
Pittsburgh, but I'm rooting for the Jets.
Right.
If that makes any sense.
Okay. Okay. I feel you. I feel you. All right. All right. The Giants, they come down to DC to play the Moles, the Commanders.
Give me the Commanders.
Commanders.
Although I think the Commanders, they're not sneaking up on anyone this year. I don't
Right.
know if their defense is going to be that good, but also don't know if the Giants' defense is going to be any good. So.
All right. We got the Panthers. They're heading down to Duval to play the Jaguars. Who you taking in that game?
I'm taking the Jags. I'm going to ahead and
All
take the
right.
Jags.
Taking
They
time.
done switched coordinators again. So I think, or did they switch coaches? They switched somebody. Trevor
Head
Lawrence
coaches.
hits his last shot to do anything.
All right. I'm taking the Panthers. I don't know if Travis is going to play both ways, but I don't have no faith in Lawrence. I think they're the same team. And I think this is the Panthers. They're going to start showing something this season. The Titans,
Really?
I think so. Bryce
Bryce
They're going to
Young
win
did
some
come
games.
on. He did come on last year. He did come on at the end of
Yeah.
last year. I just don't think they have the receivers. They
did trade Thielen. They let him go to
yeah.
the Vikings.
He's
They
back
brought
with
back.
Minnesota.
Yeah, they brought back the slot receiver that was with Vegas, who was out for a year or two because he was dealing with some health stuff. So
And they got the second year guy, the country talking boy. They got him. So, by the way, good draft, everybody. Good draft,
Good draft.
ATV. That was quick. Look at that, half hour. We got through 16 teams. And what round are we in? 16 teams and 13 rounds. Yeah, we did well.
I'm not mad at my team. I got Brock Purdy as a backup. I got Baker Mayfield as a starter. I got Tyler Warren, tight end.
I mean, I ain't telling you how to run your team, but you need to switch that shit. Although I will admit, Baker Mayfield is turning out to be a much better than average quarterback. He since he's gone to Tampa Bay, he is really, really upped his game.
He's slinging it. All right. I'm pleased with my team. All right, let's keep on going. Like I said, Titans, they head out west to play the Broncos. Who you got?
I'm taking Denver. I got Denver as one of the better teams in the league. And then you got a rookie and quarterback in Cam Ward.
Yeah.
And they're going to Denver. You're playing against Sean Payton. Yeah.
Mile high. Yeah, I'll take the Broncos as well. The Niners starting off the season against a division rival. They go up to Seattle to play the Seahawks. Mike McDonald, he had their number. That's why he was hired as the head coach, because of his schemes against that Shanahan offense. Brock Purdy's back. He's healthy. He's got a new deal. Who you taking?
I'm going to take the 49ers. I do think Seattle can beat them, but I think Brock Purdy's on a mission to prove that he's really earned that money. You got Christian McCaffrey coming back. Debo's gone. Ayuk is gone, but they got that boy Ricky Pearsall out there. We don't know if Jennings is going to play. I'm going to still take the 49ers.
Hey, it's the start of the Sam Darnold era. I'm going to take the Seahawks on this.
Ooh.
All right.
You mean Mike McDonald? Who's Sam? Oh, Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
it's the start of the Sam Darnold. Yes.
Man.
Yes, I'm gonna take him. Man. All right. The Lions, they start off against division rival Packers. This is gonna be a good game. I'm not sure how much Mike is gonna play. He said he's gonna get an epidural, like he's getting ready to have a baby. and he's going to go ahead and get out there and play as much as he can. Who you like in this game?
Although I picked the Eagles and Commanders, this could also be a preview of NFC Championship game, Lions and Packers. It's definitely a NFC North battle. I like Jordan Love. I like Jordan Love over Jeff Goff. I don't know if he has enough healthy receivers. I'm gonna go ahead and take Detroit.
All right. Are you going to take Detroit? So you're going to take the Lions. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Lions
I'm
on
gonna
this.
take the Packers in this one. It's going to be a nice introduction to for Michael Parsons into the division. Texans they head out to L.A. where they face the Rams. So well, it's not really. It's a Midwest team, a South team going to the West.
Um, Matt Stafford is old. He hasn't played all preseason.
Hmm.
I'm taking the Texans. I'm taking TJ Stroud, CJ Stroud, and the boys.
Okay.
I'm taking,
I'm gonna take Rams. I like Devontae Adams to that team with Puka Nakua, Kyron Williams, great running back. I think they, Stafford will do enough for them at home to get that game. I'm not sure about the Texans defense. Cardinals, they head down to Nolans to get some gumbo. They're heading over to Johnny Po' Boys to get a sandwich and some beignets. And so, Lil Man, he's gonna be down in New Orleans on Bourbon against the Saints. Who you like in this game?
I got a little man. I got the Cardinals making some noise in the NFC this year.
All
I
right.
don't know if they're gonna make the playoffs, but I got them taking down some teams that won't be expecting it, and they
Fan-
got a decent defense. I'm taking the
Yes, they got a
Cardinals.
decent defense. Monday night game, another division rival, NFC North. The Vikings they travel to Chicago to play the Bears. You got a new head coach there, Caleb Williams, going into his second season. Who you like? And you got a first year starter in J.J.
Yeah,
McCarthy,
because he was
was
hurt all
drafted last
last
year, but he
season.
was hurt last year, did not play. You still got Justin Jefferson there on the Vikings. Who you like?
Ooh, this is going to be a tough one. I like the fact that the coach on the Bears is from the division, so he'll probably be able to get some offense out of Caleb. They got some young play. Watch out for that tight end, Colston Loveland. He's a pretty good player. Watch out for him, rookie tight end. But I got to give it to the Vikings. I just think the Vikings as a whole have a little more. Uh, Man, actually, no. I'm gonna take Chicago. Give me the Bears.
All right,
Give me the
all right.
Bears.
That's not too much of a stretch. I'm going to go with the Vikings. I just think they have enough defense and the offenses. I don't trust Caleb Williams yet. We'll see what happens with that offense. He struggled a little bit in the preseason. I'm not sure if they're quite there yet. And the only game that matters here in our hometown on Sunday night, the 8:20 game on Sunday night. We have our Baltimore Ravens. They're heading back to Buffalo to face the uh, the AFC East winner, Buffalo Bills. They lost to the Bills in the playoffs last year. They wiped them up in the regular season with that big run on the first carry for Derrick Henry. I think it was like an 80-yard jaunt, and that game was over from there. Buffalo got them back in the playoffs. We had just too many mistakes, fumbles, a critical drop for a 2-point conversion, and here we go again. And so, who do you like in this first game? You got the
Really,
MVP. I know
really.
you got the. I gotta say it. You got the MVP in Josh Allen. You had the previous MVP before that, and Lamar Jackson. I just go. Let me go ahead and put
The
Ravens. I'm sorry.
the only thing so I just feel like the really the only thing that's in the Bills' favor in this matchup um is that they're playing at home. Um but I also feel like, just like I felt with Kansas City last year, the pressure is on them. Now a disadvantage, so I guess another thing in the Bills' favor is that our starters didn't play all preseason. So, they may have to work out some rust, but they
Mhm.
seem to get there pretty well. The Bills don't really have the offensive firepower in the air as they did, maybe a season or two ago. Josh Allen could make things happen, but who is he actually going to throw to? So we'll see how that works out. But I got the Ravens on the revenge tour. They were a toe away from the revenge, beginning the revenge tour last season. But I got them winning in Buffalo.
All
Let's
right.
go Ravens.
Let's go Ravens. I got them winning up there as well. I don't really get this whole thing of not playing in the preseason. I mean, I think Josh Allen only played one series in the preseason,
But
wasn't
it's a
like he
thing.
played every game.
It's a thing.
And yeah, I mean, for some
It's a
teams, I mean, this is a veteran team. If this was like a rookie quarterback and you had a lot of new pieces in there, then if they didn't play, then I'd be concerned. But
well, let
you
me.
know, you've had the same coordinator for the last 3 years. You've
Yeah,
yeah, and so offensively, there should be no issue. You didn't make it. Only big addition you added to the offense was DeAndre Hopkins. Defensively, you've added a couple pieces there, but you basically this team has been together for a good core 3 years.
yeah, but let
And
me let me just say the only reason I say that is because let me just say, remember, Zay was out through the playoffs last year, so they lost some continuity there. Isaiah likely has been out; he's still hurt. You're talking about new DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, game speed is a little different. Now, I agree with you. There should not be. It should not be a thing,
yeah,
but it can be. You know, like it really can be for a guy like Lamar that's a superstar. Most likely not. But for offensive linemen, Mark Andrews last go round, he dropped two balls. I mean, you know what I mean? Who's to say he's not going to have the jitters in his first pass coming to him? I mean, you just never know. You
this a
never
vet.
know.
Come on, bro. This is a vet. This
All
is a
right,
vet. He's not
I
rookie.
agree.
He's not vet.
They
He's
should
a vet.
not be, but we've seen crazier things happen. It's
Yeah,
a thing. It's a
yeah,
thing. But it's a slight thing.
yeah,
Let me say
yeah.
it like that. I'm not saying that it's so big it's gonna. I'm
Right.
just saying it we may be
I would
looking
be
at
more
a
concerned if it
series
was
or two.
right. I would be concerned if it was a new coordinator. You had a lot more new
I get that. I
pieces.
get that.
Yeah,
I get
you need to work out that timing in play. But you know these guys they've been doing it together for 3 years, and so
that.
it's okay.
I'm really I'll tell you, I'm really excited and anxious to see this defense, the secondary, but definitely this pass rush. I want to see how they get Mike Green back there. Like I really want because in the preseason they were dominating. Like I really want to see how
Sure.
this defense works. And this is a great test to be game one. And like I always say, just like with the Chiefs game last year, I would rather lose the first game to a Bills or a Chiefs than to lose like game 7 or game 8. You can brush off. Remember, we Ravens went 0-2 last season, first two
Hmm.
games, and everybody was like, oh, they're horrible. And they were a drop away from making it to the AFC Championship game again. So,
Hmm. Agree, agree, agree. Now we're at a point in time that everybody loves in the show. Come on, yo. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I go, quick review. Uh, Cowboys. Calvin's taking the Cowboys, Chargers, Falcons, Bengals, Dolphins, Patriots, Steelers, Commanders, Jaguars, Broncos, Niners, Lions, Texans, Cardinals, Bears, and Ravens. I'm taking the Eagles, Chiefs, Bucks, Bengals, Dolphins, Patriots, Steelers, Commanders, Panthers, Broncos, Seahawks, Packers, Rams, Cardinals, Vikings, and Ravens. We're not really picking.
yeesh.
Yeah,
One,
we're
two, three, four,
yeah we're
5, 6, 8. That's
yeah
half the games.
yeah we only picked the Bengals and the Dolphins together, the Patriots and the Steelers and the Commanders. But after that, oh, and the Broncos, all the other games we are split. Oh, except the
Hey,
Cardinals
man, you
and the
you
Ravens, of course.
you you sure you don't want to reevaluate your joint? Cause
I'm good. You the one jumping out the gate, so
I did jump out the
yeah,
gate.
you the one jumping out the gate. So we're gonna see how you feel tomorrow night. And so we're at a point in the show that everybody loves. Come on, yo. Um, I'll start off. I was listening to um local sports talk. I don't listen to local sports talk a lot. I mean, at least the morning show I don't. The morning show is hosted by three people. Two of them I really like. I think they're good in the sports sense. But there's one person on the show that doesn't have any sports knowledge, but he's there because he appeals to a demographic that the show pulls in: white males who love the police. Come on, yo, Ed Norris. I heard the other day, Ed Norris, he was on the show and he was talking about how, he couldn't understand why Baltimore is waving a victory flag because crime has dropped in the city. He was talking about he had just came into town and on his way home, he saw some squeegee boys in an area where there had been some violence maybe a year and a half ago. But here's a man who, under his administration, this stop and frisk, this what we call broken windows policing, which basically you can Google it for yourself. It's basically a police tactic where you just arrest people for anything. Quality of life crimes is what they call it. And so if you are jaywalking, you would get arrested. If you're outside with an open container of alcohol, they would arrest you. If you just speak back to the police without obeying the initial order, you would get arrested. And what they did was just flood the system, violating the rights of residents in the city, causing a distrust between the police and the community. As a matter of fact, this is one of the factors that led to the uprising when Freddie Gray was murdered by the police. And so here's a guy, you juked the stats. You lied when you were police commissioner about accomplishments, but you can't acknowledge the accomplishments of the mayor and the current police administration. you know, uh, Not only I don't understand why you're on that show, but you really should just shut up because you were a part of the problem that contributed to what was going on here with Baltimore and the distrust of the police. And so, Ed Norris, just shut the f up. I don't really care for you. And I don't care for your words. If you can't, our mama said, if you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all. You have to acknowledge. We just had the lowest number of murders in August in several years. They're going to be under 200 murders this year, possibly under 150 as we head into the latter part of the year. And so, if you can't jump on the bandwagon and support that, just don't say anything at all.
Um, Let me be real diplomatic when I say this. Fuck Ed Norris.
Okay,
Bro,
you can say it. You said what I was thinking.
I'm so we are so sick of him. I, we're so sick of Ed Norris. I mean, it's everything. If it's not centered around him, everything is a problem right. For Baltimore. Sir, first of all, you're a convicted criminal. So when we're talking about reducing crime, we should really put you out of the city. That would bring the numbers down even more.
You're do that.
Criminal. So just get out. And if you hate Baltimore so bad, leave. Stop getting on our radio airwaves. Stop putting yourself in the middle of things. Bruh, I don't even know how he continues to have a platform. I know how he continues to have a platform. I just don't know why he continues. Well, I know why also. Anyway, fuck Ed Norris. I'll just keep it at that.
Thank you.
Okay. Let me how do they say it? Let me I don't want to hold your hand, but let me pat you all on your back, or let me just grab your shoulders when I say this to all of my fantasy football members and participants that have been rolling with us. The Guillotine League has been like 6 years. No, the Guillotine League has been 4 years. The regular ATB that we just been drafted has been like 6 years. Let me say this with as much love as I can. It's the same thing every season. It doesn't move around. The ATB League is in ESPN. It's the same place every season. It hasn't moved. the Guillotine League. It's the same place every season. It hasn't moved. Now, if you want to complain about the platform, I get that, because even I complain about the platform. But you know what is consistent about the platform? That it's horrible. So we know that it's going to be horrible every year.
Yes.
You know that I cannot lessen the minute that it takes for people to pick every year. Yes. You also know I'm not in everyone's house telling them to make this pick, hurry up and make this pick. Why do y'all complain about the same thing every year? The same people complain about, oh, this is too long. You knew it was going to be long. Listen. I love y'all. I do. But I can imagine and y'all want to go to Raven Stadium and do a draft?
Yes.
I'm supposed to, you know, at Raven Stadium, the draft is a physical pick up the name and put on the board draft.
Yes.
And y'all want that?
Yes.
After y'all complain, do y'all even know what Raven Stadium is? Because it's the same place it's always been. Somebody won't be able to find it, because some of y'all can't find the Guillotine League, can't find the regular league. Come on, yo. Come on. Every year, yo. Every year. Every year, yo. Then with my guy Charles. Charles, I'm calling you out. Charles Dixon. My man gonna holler yesterday. Oh man, this draft is gonna be forever. But when it came to him, he took 45 of the 60 seconds. I was like, you right, it's going to be forever when you keep taking oh, no. So you don't think anybody else may have had that same problem? It's the same thing every year. Yeah. Come on, yo.
Yeah.
I love y'all so much. But
we want to fuss. We got to complain about the commissioner. Come on now.
Y'all complain about the same thing.
We gotta complain about. Come on, it wouldn't be right. I can't wait until Calvin's team is in first place so we could really start be like, yo, this league phony.
No, you know what? You know why y'all can't complain about that?
Why?
Because y'all don't even pay attention. Only like 3 people pay attention to the league.
Sometimes I'll be in the middle of church. I'll be like, oh my God, I didn't set my lineup.
See what I'm saying? Anyway, come on, yo. Hey, but I'm glad we joined. I do have the next Guillotine, the draft gonna start at 9. It's just a free one. I'm doing it on Yahoo just to see what the platform is like. So the link is in the group chat, the WhatsApp group chat. So it's at 9:00. So if you want to get in, just sign up on there. It's only like 9 teams in there right now. Like I said, it's free. I'm just doing it just to see what the platform's like. So if we switch next year to the platform, it won't be blind. You know what I mean? So
and maybe people can start trying to find M&T now. If we get down to the stadium, they can start looking now.
I'm a reach out to them and see if I can do something in advance, like reserve it or put my name on the list or something.
Because I forget.
It's going to be popular now, so it's probably going to be hard to get in.
Right. Let's see.
So,
come on, you're club level, Cal. You can work that out. Work that out.
Man.
Trying to be all modest. I'll see. It's club level, Cal. You work it out.
Oh, Lord, where's this? Where's that music? This dude. Hey, man, another great show. We got our predictions. Let's go.
You have been listening to the B.I.G. show.
Let's go. Here comes the boom.
Was produced and written
Win
by
the
Calvin
fantasy
Coates
draft
and Garland for All Things Black Productions. Follow us on all of your podcast media platforms.
I'll drop this tomorrow, and y'all can laugh with us.
And Morning Chubb.
Yo, his name is so pausable. It's just
Morning Chubb.
Pausable.